Welcome to my channel. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. I used to like going out to the lake just to clear my head. It was something about the water that made me feel calm, Lost Lake was one of those places that not a lot of people went to unless it was a holiday or something. Most of the time, it was just empty, quiet, and peaceful. That's what I liked. Just being alone. I could sit there for hours, just listening to the wind and the water. It reminded me of back home, even though I wasn't born in Laos or Thailand or nothing. But my parents, they always told stories about spirits and old Hmong beliefs, so it stuck with me. I didn't believe in it too much growing up. Thought it was just something old folks liked to talk about to scare us. But that all changed after that night at Lost Lake. It was late spring, almost summer. Not hot yet, but not cold either. Just one of those perfect nights. I had nothing to do, and nobody was bugging me, so I packed a little bag and drove out to Lost Lake. I didn't tell anyone. I liked it better that way. Didn't want nobody asking me why I was going out there alone. When I got there, I parked close to the shore, not too far from the edge, but far enough where I could still hear the frogs and crickets. I set up a little chair, turned on some music low, and started snacking on stuff I brought. It felt good, no stress, just peace. Then the dark came. The lake got real still after the sun went down. Like even the frogs stopped. No wind either, just still. I didn't think much of it at first. Figured maybe the animals were just chilling too. But something about it made me feel like the night was too quiet. If you ever had a moment like that, where it feels like the world just stopped for a second, you'd know what I mean. My hair started standing up, but I brushed it off. Kept telling myself it's just my imagination. I was about to pack up and maybe drive back home when I remembered something my uncle told me a long time ago. He said if you're ever somewhere and it suddenly gets quiet, like dead quiet, that's when something's watching you. I didn't believe him back then, but at that moment I kind of felt like maybe I should have listened more. I looked out to the lake. The water wasn't moving. It was like glass, just reflecting the sky and my car lights behind me. Then I saw it. At first, I thought it was just a branch sticking out of the water. You know how trees sometimes fall into lakes and their limbs poke out? Yeah, it looked like that. But then it moved, slowly, like rising out of the water. I sat up straight, squinting to see better. And I'm not gonna lie, my heart was pounding. It was a person, or it looked like one. Someone was walking out of the lake. The thing is, they weren't walking normal. Their steps were all wrong. One leg dragged, like it didn't work, and the other one moved stiff, like it had no knee. I stood up, ready to yell or ask if they were okay, but then I froze, because when they came out far enough into the light from my car, I saw their face. Or what was left of it. Half of it was gone. I don't mean like injured or anything. I mean, it was just not there, like it had been erased or melted clean off. One side looked kinda normal, pale and tired looking, with a droopy eye and thin lips. But the other side was just nothing. I couldn't move. I don't know why. I should have ran or yelled or something, but I just stood there, watching. It didn't even blink. It kept walking toward me, slow, dragging. I remember my legs felt like jelly, and I couldn't breathe right. It stopped about 20 feet away, just standing there with the missing face turned to me, like it was trying to look, but it couldn't see. Or maybe it could, I don't know. Then it tilted its head, real slow, like a confused dog. It whispered something. I swear to you, it whispered something. I didn't hear it with my ears. I felt it in my chest, like a vibration. Like when someone stands too close and talks. It said, "I'm still hungry." Just like that. No mouth, no lips. But the words were there. I snapped out of whatever daze I was in and backed away. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The thing didn't move anymore. Just stood there, kind of swaying like it was trying to keep its balance. I stumbled into my car and slammed the door shut. That was when I saw something I wish I didn't. Its body wasn't whole either. The side that had the half face looked like normal skin, but the other half, man, it was like raw meat. Like someone had peeled them open and forgot to finish. Bone in some places, wet flesh in others. It didn't even bleed. Just stood there, like it didn't know it was supposed to be dead. I drove off so fast, I nearly crashed turning back onto the road. My hands were shaking. I didn't look back. Not once. When I got home, I couldn't sleep. I locked every door and turned on all the lights. Just sat on the couch shaking. I told myself I was tired, maybe even hallucinating, but I know what I saw. It wasn't no dream. It wasn't no shadow or trick of the light. That thing was real, and it came from the lake. The next few days, I tried to forget about it, but I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that half-missing face. I called my uncle. I told him everything. Thought maybe he'd laugh or tell me I was losing my mind. But he got real quiet. Didn't say nothing for a long time. Then he asked, "Did you eat anything before you saw it?" I said, "Yeah." I brought some pork and rice. Cooked it right there by the lake. He sighed. Said, "I shouldn't have done that." Said that if you eat by water late at night, especially near places with spirits, they can smell it. They come looking. Some are just curious. Some are hungry. But the worst ones, they don't know they're dead. They just want to finish something they couldn't do in life. He said maybe someone drowned there and never got a proper send-off. Maybe they were disfigured or forgotten. And now they're just wandering, looking for something to make them whole again. I didn't go back to Lost Lake after that. Not once. I tried doing some research on Lost Lake, but nothing popped up about deaths or ghosts or any of that. Just camping spots and fishing info. But I know what I saw. I know it wasn't in my head. There's something out there. So I tried moving on, right? Tried brushing it off like, okay, yeah, maybe it was some spirit. Maybe it's gone now. I didn't go back to Lost Lake. Didn't talk about it anymore. Figured if I left it alone, it'd leave me alone too. But one night, man, this is the part that really messed me up. I was just chilling in the living room. It was late, real late, like past 2 a.m. Everyone else in the house was asleep. My parents, my brothers, all knocked out. I had the TV on low, not really watching it, just letting it play for background noise. Sometimes I do that when I can't sleep. You know, just sit there, not really thinking about anything. The hallway was straight ahead from where I was sitting. At the end of that hallway was the bathroom. The door was open just a little. I was sitting there, kind of zoned out, when something caught my eye. The bathroom door. It moved. Just a little. Like someone was slowly pushing it open from inside. I froze. Froze. I didn't even breathe. My eyes locked onto that dark little space between the door and the wall. Then I saw it. That same damn figure. The one from Lost Lake. Its head slowly leaned out through the crack. Just the head, like it was peeking. That same half face from before. It was watching me. Or, I don't know how it was watching me, but it was. I swear to you, my body just went cold. Like all the blood dropped down to my feet. My throat tightened up so bad I couldn't even scream right away. I just let out this weak, shaky little noise, like a dying cat or something. But then it moved a little more. Its hand came around the doorframe. That was it. I lost it. I screamed. Like full-blown scream. Like a little kid screaming bloody murder. I jumped off the couch and backed into the kitchen, knocking over a chair on the way. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I was going to pass out. Within seconds, I heard my dad's door slam open. Then my mom's voice, panicked, yelling my name. My brothers came out too, all confused and half asleep, looking around like, what the hell is going on? I pointed to the hallway, but by the time they all looked, it was gone. The bathroom door was wide open. No one inside. I couldn't even talk right. I just kept saying, "It's here. It's here." I saw it again. My mom rushed over and grabbed me, trying to calm me down. My dad checked the whole house, every room, every closet, even under the beds. But nothing. Of course, nothing. That's how these things always work. When you're the only one who sees it, you start looking crazy. But the thing is, I wasn't crazy. Not this time. My face was pale. I was sweating like I ran 5 miles, and my hands were shaking so bad I couldn't hold my phone. My dad knew something was off. He didn't say it, but you could tell he believed me, especially when I told him it was the same spirit from the lake. The next morning, we called my uncle. He came over fast, didn't even eat breakfast. When I told him everything, the lake, the half face, the bathroom, he just nodded like he already knew what I was going to say. Something followed you, he said. He told my dad to call a shaman. So we did. That afternoon, the shaman came over. He walked through our house, stopped in the hallway, stared at the bathroom for a long time, and said, "Yup, it's still here." He didn't explain what it was exactly, but he said sometimes spirits get attached to people, especially when they're hungry, angry, or confused. Said this one might have been drawn to my energy when I ate by the lake. Said maybe I reminded it of someone. Maybe I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He started setting up his ritual stuff. Burned paper, lit incense, placed bowls of water and rice in the corners of the house. Said prayers under his breath. I just sat there, still trying to catch my breath, hoping this thing would finally go away. The whole ritual lasted maybe 2 hours. After that, he told me not to go near water alone at night for a while, and never, ever eat by a body of water again, especially without offering some to the spirits first. He left me with this little cloth thing he tied for protection. Told me to wear it for at least a week. After the shaman left, things did calm down. No more late night peeking from the bathroom. No more whispers. No more blank-faced nightmares. But I still don't feel right sometimes. Sometimes I still get this cold feeling, like someone's brushing past me in the hallway. Or I hear water dripping when there's no faucet on. Or sometimes in the middle of the night I wake up out of nowhere, just wide awake, and for a second I swear I feel like something is standing at the foot of my bed, just watching. But I don't check anymore. I just pull the blanket up and try to fall back asleep. And if I ever think about going back to Lost Lake, nah, I'm good. Let that place stay lost. Thank you for listening to this video. I'll see you in the next one.